All right. Now, we all know that Donald Trump, back in the days of the COVID and all that, it was all about not testing. If you don't test, then the numbers don't show that there's a rise in outbreaks because the data's not there because you're not testing. So let's keep away from the science. Let's keep away from warning people that it's dangerous to do something. And that's been a pattern for him for a long time about not testing, because if you don't know where the weak points are, then there's no weak points at all, which is a really, 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 really ignorant way to go through life. But he's had the money to pat himself. That's a different video. But anyway, on this same topic right now, think about it. He wants to privatize the VA. He wants to privatize the prison systems all the way across the board. He wants to privatize almost Social Security, everything he can, to basically put it under the control of rich people. And now there's this huge thing breaking out right now, as of the end of January, with the bird flu. Now, the bird flu has some very specific scientific data that basically shows warnings that, hey, stay away from these foods and these foods and these types of producers and this, because it's in your best interest. And also, he wants to stop the enforcement of, let's just say, like a duck farm that just had to put down 100,000, all of their stock, that basically, because of the bird flu. That is now being transferred apparently to cows, just as it goes into the dairy sector and the raw ingredients and all that other stuff, where it could potentially go into mainstream. And this is something that humans can transfer to humans too. So it's pretty important information to get out there. Well, all of those reports and all the scientific proof and stuff of what's been going on in the world, because the World Health Organization is there to basically babysit, and with the CDC and everything else, to keep us all safe. So it's all intricately tied in together. So when one of the stoppers is pulled out of the drain, the information stops flowing to other countries too. So it's a really bad idea to disconnect from this stuff for the safety of our people, for humanity worldwide anyway. So Trump has basically unplugged the information. So the press releases that were coming out this week that Biden already okayed are not coming out. And these are very important press releases because they're discussing raw milk and products like using raw milk, and the bird flu that is now in dairy cows and all this other stuff. It could have implications into a lot of different things that we are in contact with on a daily basis. And if any of us have worked in food service or are chefs like myself, we understand how the cross-contamination of all this crap can happen all the way back from the fucking farms. So to have all of the scientific information created by experts who dedicated their lives studying this shit be prevented to be given to the general public is kind of a mass dereliction of duty for protecting the well-being of its citizens, which should speak very, very loudly to the people who voted for him, especially the veterans and the elderly, because those segments of society are getting reamed simultaneously as this. So, ladies and gentlemen who made the choice to vote for him and vote for them need to step back for a second and look in reality of what he's done so far. And remind yourself, it is 150% your faults. Yours. Because we have been trying to talk to you as concerned citizens